Hey guys, it's Mike, Photos by Mike, and I'm going to do a full review of the 5 roller coasters and one to come to Seaworld San Diego, California, along with a FPV or first person view ride on each of the coasters. And I will be rating each coaster from 1 to 5, with 5 being the best. Now, I've done reviews on these coasters in the past, but just to look at the coasters themselves. I wanted to do a more in-depth review for those of you who might be planning a trip to the park. But first, a little bit about the park's history as I speed up the video walking through the park. SeaWorld is located on San Diego's Mission Bay. SeaWorld was founded on March the 21st, 1964. It was originally supposed to be an underwater restaurant, but it was deemed not feasible at the time, so the idea was expanded to a 22-acre marine zoological park. The park opened with 45 employees, several dolphins, sea lions, and 2 seawater aquariums. The park now hosts several wildlife shows, attractions, and rides such as Shipwreck Rapids, Artic Rescue, the Sky Tower, and Bayside Sky Rescue. That was the very first ride. Now, on to the roller coasters. I won't be showing these coasters in any order, but I will state the date that each coaster opened and what I feel it should be rated. First up, Manta. On May the 26, 2012, Manta, a Mac launch roller coaster featuring 2 launches of up to 43 miles per hour, was opened at the park. This is one of my favorite coaster rides with great restraints, thrilling maneuvers, just the right speed. It's clearly a fun family ride. I rate it 5 out of 5. Next up is the Tital Twister, opened on May the 24th, 2019. This ride is a Skywarp Horizon model coaster by Skyline Attractions. I feel it's the worst roller coaster ride in the park. It's a figure 8 with an upside down pass on the bottom. I guess it would be good for a first time coaster rider, but in my book, it gets a 2 out of 5.
I can see this is gonna be fun.
Moving on to Journey to Atlantis. It is a Mack ride water coaster that was opened on May the 29th, 2004. It's basically a flume ride. The ride stands at a height of 95 feet and contains 3 drops and an elevator lift. In addition, the ride hits a max speed of 42 miles per hour. This is actually the first roller coaster to be built in SeaWorld San Diego. It is a very nice family ride, it's smooth, and on a hot day, it's a good way to get a little wet. It's not as thrilling as most of the other rides, but very enjoyable. I give this one a 3 out of 5. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Our next coaster was opened on May the 10th, 2018. Electric Eel is a Skyrocket 2 modeled by Premier Rides. Electronic Eel is currently the fastest coaster in San Diego, and it stands 150 feet tall. It gets up to speeds of 62 miles per hour. This is a very thrilling ride with high speeds mixed with slow rolls, really fun. With that being said, I really didn't care for the restraints. They felt a little flimsy, and I found myself worrying more about the restraints than enjoying the ride. I give this coaster a 4 out of 5. Sit back, relax, and enjoy your ride. Last on the list is the newest roller coaster to SeaWorld California. Opened on March the 12th, 2022, Emperor is the tallest dive coaster in San Diego, California. With an Immelman loop, 143 feet, 90-degree drop, and reaching speeds of over 60 miles an hour, this is my very favorite ride in the park, even more than the Manta. But also, it's the shortest ride, and for that, I give this coaster a 4.5 out of 5. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I know.
First time he did it, I was on the second row.
Oh, really?
Now let's talk about the next coaster coming to SeaWorld California. SeaWorld San Diego announced on the 27th of September 2022 that in late spring of 2023, the park will be opening its next roller coaster named Artic Rescue. On the 10th of January 2020, SeaWorld San Diego closed its Arctic simulator ride with the promise of a new attraction. With delays caused by COVID-19 out of the way, the park is back on schedule and ready to make good on their promise. This coaster will be much like the Manta, a family coaster with a different riding experience. Riders are seated on a snowmobile-like carriage for a 3-launch ride through the Arctic. Let's take a look.
SeaWorld will be adding a new attraction to the park in 2023, and today marks the official announcement for that 2023 attraction.
We invite you to be part of an Arctic mission rescue on our new attraction, Artic Rescue. It's the longest, fastest, triple launch straddle coaster on the West Coast. We invite you to join us. We're going to go out to the construction site here and look at the boarding station area and kind of see the footprint of where the ride will be. And Jim Potter will be leading us on that tour.
So this is going to be the new load station for Artic Rescue. Kind of where everybody's standing right now is going to be the new locker area, and so we still have some walls to put up, but I'm really excited to get to show you mid-transformation, because where we're standing was the loading station for the old simulator ride, so we would be getting onto the simulator, which was in the big open area behind me. So we're transforming that into the loading station for Artic Rescue. So much of the foundation we never get to see on any of the rides, and we're gonna this unique opportunity to look at it now, because once we put all the dirt and the rides on top of it, we never get to see it again. But there's so much work that goes into the ground, and so this is a unique opportunity to highlight that we're getting to see this project probably a quarter of the way in. So there's a lot of work that's been done, and there's still a lot of work to go, but we'll be doing a lot of turning and a lot of switching back. And then there's the one launch that takes us out of the building, and then there's 2 more launches out here on site.
How high in comparison to that is it going to be?
So we're only going to be at just under 30 feet, so just under the height of the building. So we're not getting any, it's all,
It's not a huge drive.
and it's going with the snowmobile theme, because the snowmobile doesn't take you up, you're riding up and down the sides of hills and staying pretty flat.
It's kind of nice.
Does it go? The first launch is 34 miles an hour, the second one is 38, and the final launch is up to 40 miles an hour. So they get, which when you think about it in a car, you're like, that's not terribly fast, but it's really fast when you're out and the wind is in your face. So that's a really good speed for a coaster of this size.
But what's Manta compared to this? Like, is that family friendly?
Yes,
it's
it's going to be very similar to Manta. It's just a different ride vehicle and a different. Manta has 2 launches, and this one will have 3, but it's going to be in that same
era.
family.
Yeah.
And how many riders?
It's just under 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
How many riders per cart or per snowmobile?
So each coach will have 2 snowmobiles, and then there's going to be 8 coaches per train, so it'll have a 16-person train.
Okay, so here's a picture I took of the area on the 8th of October. And I'm going to overlay it with a picture that I pulled off the internet, and you'll see that the area is being built up and it looks almost ready to go for the first step or putting in the placements. Now I'm going to take you on a simulated ride that I pulled off the internet also. Well, here we go. We're at SeaWorld, getting ready to go get something to eat. Had a good time, walked around, rode a few rides, used my GoPro again, had some fun. So hope you enjoyed this look at the 5 good roller coasters at SeaWorld, and the one to come that should be here in late spring of 2023. I'm Mike of Photos by Mike, hoping that you like this video. If you did, please like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you again later. I'm Mike of Photos by Mike, making life stand still, one picture at a time. You guys take it easy. Bye-bye.